RC Crawler buddies, this is Tom, and I am getting ready to upgrade the motor on my Cross RC tow truck. So far I have pulled the stock motor out of the 25 turn 560 and put a 38 turn out of my Mammoth. It's also a 560. For this video, I really wanted to show you guys how well the Titan 775 crawls. It's a big 5-pole motor out of the Summit. And many years ago, before we had the Mamba X, because I always like to run the revolvers, the only way to get the torque that I wanted was to either run dual brush motors or this motor. And this motor, it could be on the bottom, of the dual motor mount that I made, that I modified to fit this big motor, or there was motors that were stacked on top of each other, the dual Crawlmaster motors I was running. But this motor, being up high, made everything kind of high center of gravity. So because I used to compete back then and I didn't really care about weight, I always use this motor. But out on the trail, my run time would go from 2.5, 3 hours down to like 40 minutes. So I pulled this and I only ran a single brushed motor. Sorry, I'm getting off subject here, but I wanted to install this to show you it's a good crawler motor, and for $32 to $35, it wasn't a bad option if you could fit it in this truck, which technically it fits. Anyway, guys, I was going to put this in here, and then I remembered the mounting holes were too far apart, and the only reason I could fit it in my axial rigs was because I made a motor mount. So unfortunately I can't fit it in the truck. Other big block options that I love is the Holmes-Hobbies 4274, which will fit in there, and it has the right mounting holes. But I have both mine in my TRX4s. So the other one I have that's the same size is my new V2 1515 series from Castle. I'm told it has a lot of new crawler changes to it, so it crawls a lot better than it used to. I know they're big motors and it's overkill, but hey, I just love the torque of a big block. Who doesn't love a big block? I mean, if they came from old school cars and trucks, Stroker motors are great. Getting off subject again here, but you just can't beat the rotating mass of a big block and the torque it has. So anyway, I have plans in another rig for this, but it's going to get a new 32-bit Castle, what are those called? Something 8s. I don't remember. Brain fart here. Anyway, what I'm going to go with is I'm going to go with an old school or the classic Revolver. I believe it's a V2 motor. It could be a V3, but I'm pretty sure it's a V2. And it is a 540L 1950 kV. The reason I like these is because it's not because outside of the motor turns. That's the inherent strength of it. It's just a natural design that the magnets are on the outside that it makes torque. It's kind of like a pipe on a wrench effect torque. And kind of like a built 12 valve Cummins. The torque on an outrunner is just crazy. If I don't like that one, I'm going to go with a V1 version, 1400 kV here. And then also on hand I also have a 2500 kV. I believe it's a V2. The only 2500s they have now comes in a 10 pole, and this one is a 14 pole. Anyway, the ESC that you guys seen at the very beginning is this one here. It's a Rhino ESC, and I found out about this. Gentleman was nice enough to tell me about him, and I hope this is focusing, because from where I'm at, it doesn't seem like it's focusing. But this is a Rhino 32-bit ESC designed specifically for crawlers. And it's called a Ryino AM32 80 amp. And you can get them from AliExpress or Negative GRC for about $70. I'm not sure about AliExpress, their shipping, but I don't believe I paid. I believe I paid shipping for this through Negative GRC. I seen them on Amazon for $90 if you want to pay an extra $20. But anyway, they have a 10 amp BEC, and it has, I think it's set to 5.5 volts, but you can also turn it up to, I believe, 8.4, 8.5. But I'm going to get this installed in my truck with the 540L, and if I have time, I'll test it tonight. If not, I'll test it tomorrow morning. Oh, before I get it installed, it comes with this little thing here that plugs into your computer. You can go to Negative GRC. You can click on the link for this ESC, and there's a link that you can click on it, and it'll download the programming for it. So if the programming that's already installed doesn't fit your needs, you can change it. All right. And there's also a couple of YouTube videos that shows you how to program it. And what I'll do is I'll link it down below in the description box. Here we go. Well, out here in the driveway, got the new 1950 kV Revolver installed, and going to test out some slow crawl and some speed. I have it on 3S. Let's put it in first gear. There's slow crawl. And here's speed in first gear. Let's try out second gear slow crawl and speed run. Make sure it's in. Okay, here's slow crawl and for second gear. And speed. Oh, and previous tests already showed that you definitely don't want to just drop off the throttle in second gear, because it'll nosedive and end up on its lid. All right, out here on the rocks, let's go into first gear. And as always, I always like to start out unlocked. I just love the torque of these outrunners. Without any weights in the front wheels, I usually have trouble on this hill, on this climb right here. It likes to throw that front end up. Here it is, it's trying to throw that front end up. That's try locking the front first. Up. Let's try the back too. Up, there it goes. Let's go to the left a little bit. Got that left rear in a hole. Let me reposition the back. All right, here we go. I'm still locked up on both ends. I definitely love the low end control. Oh, come on, settle down. It's either the passenger rear or the driver's rear is in a hole. I think it kicked out a rock. I've been putting smaller rocks to fill in some of the bigger holes because you know, I'm bringing my 124s and my 118s out here, and you know, just trying to make it more drivable for those tiny little rigs. Because originally I built all this, you know, for like a class 2 rig, you know, just so many years ago. And then the 1.9 started getting popular, and it was already built. So, you know, you just build a better rig and a better rig, and pretty soon the 1.9s are doing the 2.2 stuff. But you know, you're not going to get the 118s doing the 2.2 stuff. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, I did it the other day testing. No, I'm gonna grab another line, guys. How about we go over here to the bridge side? I'm unlocked again. Come on, almost. I'll like that front end for a second. Yeah, I know. I still need to glue in some of them logs on that bridge. Oh, I love having drag brake. Makes things so much easier. I like to swing over to the grill sharp to the right. But I don't know. I got that little bit of a hangover because it's a full body truck. Yeah, got that front bumper stuck. I'm gonna reposition here for a second. Look at that, just, that thing won't move at all. With the, and it righted itself. You can do it. There we go. Oh, slid to the left. There we go. What you guys think? I don't know. I really like that outrunner. It'll probably stay for now. I do have some more. I got some foams coming, and I got some weights coming. Drop that center of gravity a little bit more, and hopefully I can get this out this afternoon so you have something to watch. You guys have a great weekend. God bless.